What is up, YouTube? It's Greg here. I don't have my trusty sidekick, Jimmy, riding along right now. He has a couple of things going on that have precluded him from being able to join, which is okay. We're good. Just just the two of us, or maybe the three of us, or the 20 of us, however many people end up watching. So I'm Greg here hosting without my co-host, AI Driven Business Daily Live number 17. We skipped yesterday. Again, had some stuff going on. And so we won't be talking specifically about AI driven business today, but I did want to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of how do we actually put together the summaries and what are some of the tools that we've used that we found helpful in putting these things together. So let's jump into it with our ChatGPT summary of prior episodes. Let me switch my screens here. There we go. So instead of just reading it, which I always like when Jimmy comes well prepared to read it to show us what he's got. Instead of doing that, I am going to generate the summary using the tool that I think Jimmy uses. So there is a Chrome plugin, and I'll show you in a little bit. It's glasp.co. Let me bring that up. There we go. So it is a YouTube summary with ChatGPT Chrome plugin, and you can go and download this. I don't have an account with these guys, so I think it is literally just sending the data into ChatGPT. So before I do that, I'll show you some of the settings, theme and copy format, whether it's plain text or markdown. The ChatGPT model, GPT 3.5 or GPT 4. I don't know what some of these other ones are. Those are the only two that I've used. And this is where Jimmy has said ChatGPT 3.5 so far is doing a little bit better than ChatGPT 4, and I'll demonstrate what that looks like. So the prompt for summary, and I'm pretty sure that Jimmy has modified this. I have modified mine. Normally it says, please summarize the following in 5 bullet points. I've found that I get a little bit better information if I give it a range, allow it to determine, am I going to do 5? Am I going to do 10? A few of them I've seen do 5, a few 10, a few 7, 8, whatever whatever is needed. And then I also wanted to talk a little bit about how it deals with longer videos and articles. So the two options are, because there's a limit to the number of characters that you can send to ChatGPT to summarize, basically you have the option of, is it going to grab equally sized chunks from the start to the end, which there is a risk of it not grabbing representative samples, or should it grab from the start to wherever the limit is and then miss out on anything that happens at the end? I typically prefer equally sized chunks. And then this is another good one, summary icon on web pages. I'll show you what that looks like too. And by the way, I get nothing from I get nothing from these guys. They're not paying me. This is just a great tool that I've found to be extraordinarily helpful in helping to summarize some YouTube videos. So back to the action. Now, if I click this button, it's basically going to send whatever transcripts are here. It's going to grab those segments and send them into ChatGPT. So here we go. So here's my new chat. You can see at the top, it chose to use ChatGPT 3.5, and you'll see all of the things that it sent over. And then here are the, looks like probably 10 bullet points. And I'll go ahead and read this as our ChatGPT summary of the prior episode. But first, I think I'm going to sneeze. Or not. All right. So here's our summary of the prior episode. This is the 16th episode of AI Driven Business Daily Live, which aired on April 28th, 2023. The hosts discuss their experiences using AI tools like plagiarism detectors to improve content for their business related to drip irrigation systems. They explore limitations of AI and the importance of reading through generated content to trim down unnecessary parts. The hosts admit that they had little inherent excitement about the topic of drip irrigation and were open to using ChatGPT to come up with new business ideas based upon their passions and preferences. The host parameters for the new business, including the host provide parameters for the new business, including a budget of $900 and a desire to use a ChatGPT and AI for 80% of the work. Also true. The hosts emphasize their strong moral compass and Christian values in their business decisions. They plan to continue the discussion of potential business ideas in the next episode. They discuss their passion for technology and AI and how they can help businesses to utilize this technology and grow. They brainstorm potential businesses that could utilize AI, such as a company for Amazon sellers, e-commerce agency, yada, yada, yada. They plan to start a week-long project to focus on one business at a time, execute on some things, and summarize what they learned. So I think that was okay. I probably would have trimmed out, and this is one of the things that Jimmy does an exceptional job of doing is he trims out. I think he comes in and grabs certain areas of the transcript and ignores the summary that he's grabbed or the summary that we've done from the previous episode so that we don't commingle those things. So that's our summary. I wanted to show you a few additional things that we've used. So this is a huge text article related to 413 group and some of the things we're doing. We've been using TagRocket, great tool, highly recommended. So this is an awesome case study on Core Web Vitals and a whole bunch of different details. So if I wanted to summarize that without reading all of the details to determine, hey, is this something that I want to dig into? So I can then have this one is 8 bullet points. Case study focused on improving Core Web Vitals for Midwood Guitar Studio's BigCommerce website. TagRocket was used to gather more finely grained Web Vitals data than available from Crux Chrome User Experience Report. The initial status showed needs improvement. Most of the Web Vitals, yada, yada, yada. So we go through and we get a good summary of that article. So I've been using this tool quite a bit just to get an idea in 10 seconds, 20 seconds of reading this and not having to dig deep to get an understanding of everything that's in that article. And then finally, this is a huge 3-hour episode. Lewis Howes talking to Alex Hermosi. Hermosi, fantastic, super, super bright guy. Obviously, Lewis Howes as well. So you'll notice there's definitely it's different because obviously you have 3 hours of content. Now the good news is I think this transcription was maybe done manually, and so the transcription is a little bit cleaner, but it's the summary it's hard to take 3 hours and take that transcript, break it into little parts, and then summarize it in an effective way. So when you look at this one, you look at it and say, it's not awesome. So it's important to understand, again, the limitations of the tools that you're looking at, understanding how they work and how they function, and know, okay, equally sized chunks, that's just not going to really get me where I need to be with a 3-hour video. So that's all for today. Here, we will be back tomorrow with another episode. I think Jimmy will be back in the saddle and ready to participate. And until then, if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot us comments. And we're happy to answer whatever questions or engage in whatever discussions you guys would like. So thanks. Have a great day, everybody.